Hey everybody, it's Andy's Free Guitar Chart Videos here, and we're going to do the second half, part B, for chart 538. And I have improved the chart, made it a lot easier. So this is part B for 538, but the chart's been updated. And we really have a much better approach than the last couple of days. So the fourth and the fifth Pent shapes, where I was keeping the blues note the same. That's what we were doing, but now we're going to be going. For the lesson yesterday, and today we're going to actually be running through the whole lesson. Okay, so I thought it'd be appropriate to start on 538. Try Pent blues, shape shadowing, blues master key, blues note string. These are very important topics. The Pent blues, okay, it's really the blues master key there. So the blues master key is the blues Pent key 1 cross blues Pent key 4 cross blues Pent key 5, which is the blues magic key. Alright, so the blues magic key was always something we had for the past couple of years, where if I'm playing like a C7 chord here, the blues magic key would just be a B flat scale. Okay, now the blues Pent key 1 is actually an E flat, but it's only a pentatonic. Okay, so we don't get the fourth of that blues Pent key 1 there, because that's an A flat, and that's kind of not in the C blues scale. Okay, but today we're also going to be exploring when we go 1, 4, 5 with the blues to the fourth and to the fifth. Okay, so we have that to work on. And I don't like to get too far ahead of the lessons. Alright, but my playing has been really blossoming because of this. And let's look at the derivation again. What we just talked about. The root key of the blues, the derivation to convert or overlay the blues Pent key, we take the key we start in C here. Let me get out of the way here, and we'll just blow this up. This formula has been really moved around a lot and deleted and brought back, and you know, I have to be in the mood to explain this kind of stuff. Otherwise, I like to just jump to the lesson. See, I was an engineering major, and I had to put up with a lot of this stuff. I mean, unbelievable amount, and I didn't understand a lot of it. Gee, so this isn't that bad. For me, I do understand this, and it's just the amount of equations isn't that bad. You know, it's not pages and pages and pages of it. because sometimes if you don't practically learn it, then there's no point in going theoretically ahead, because with this other chart that I did, 539, which is going to be part of this lesson, I have one little table in that chart that just got totally theoretical. It just lost me. I knew it made sense, but what was it? It's not always what I set out to find, and luckily I didn't need it. So we'll look at this. C. Okay, so it's going to be a C7 chord. You know, it could be an A7 chord, it could be an D7 chord, but you don't want to play those other chords if you're trying to settle into a key here. So this is C7. Now we're going to make it C minor or C minor 7th. Okay. Alright, that's the root key of the blues, minor. So we've made it minor. So now we have kind of a... So here's the C7. We can just do a regular white key note. By the way, with blues keys that are 7ths, it's fun because at any time in the blues, you can treat it as a Mixolydian 7th and kind of do a little ditty down to the 4th. So if we have like an A shape here, I was doing. So that bouncing down is really like just treating that root key of the blues, root chord, as a 5th. So blues chords are dominant 7th chords right here. C7, A7, okay, and anytime we can take any of these chords and just treat it like a dominant and kind of like leave the blues key at that point and just go to a regular key, because every regular key has a dominant 5th. So once we're in that minor, then we look at what was the relative major of that minor. It was E flat for C minor. So when we're looking in guitar with caged, all right, with the modal cages, remember we have the C shape, the D shape, the E shape, the G shape, the A shape I call it, and the G shape. Okay, so we follow these pentatonic scale, and if we do that backwards, we're doing the caged word. So when we go to a C shape, we'll go to an A shape there. So if when we go to the C shape, we'll go up one pen shape to a D shape, major shaped E flat for the C minor 7th. So, and then we also extend the C minor, the C actually itself, not the C minor. We take that up one major third, right? So we started in C here. It's really early in the morning for me. I mean, I literally had to wake up and get this going. It's all going to be here. So with the shadow, we're going to take this C shape, go up a minor third, and do the same thing, but we're going to do it pentatonically. We've also got the D shape we can play, and that's offset up a little bit here. C goes to D in the Pent scale. Remember why we did that? Because D is now the parent of a minor third up. Okay, it's going to be D shape, and as you know with D shape, we're going to shape fit that 4th. So right there, we get a free, it's like playing an F, it's like if there's a, if we were in C here, up where yours, this is your E. E, A, D, G, B, E. Alright, so the good thing is with the pentatonic, when we go to the D pentatonic, which is the parent of the C minor shape, we can access those notes like the 6, like the 2, like the 5. Alright, we're not worried about where the blues note is yet. We're just doing the Pent key. Now this is the wonderful part, because when we have that D as our Pent 1, we just use caged and go D goes to a C there. So in normal cage structure with normal sharing of caged notes, that's where we start our C here, so we can do this. Two things we want to learn is where the blues note going to be. Okay, when we're still in the same box, the blues note is going to be where it is for the root key of the blues. The other thing is we can take it 1, 4, 5. So I've divided and conquered this chart right. In other words, this chart was all one block. I separated them out and went 1, 4, 5 with it. So I actually added extra columns. Okay, and so that's the other thing we're going to learn. We're going to learn how to do the blues note, and we're going to learn how to do the 1, 4, and the 5 of it. So we start with C. On this chart, the blues Pent key is going to be the D major. We start C here. The blues Pent key 1 is going to be a D shape. Okay, then we're going to also look at the shadowed C. Now we go to an E shape here. Okay, so it's going to be up 1 fret because we're starting on where we're playing the E from. Not this. You do fit a G directly open on some of them, but not that one, because the E is up 1 fret. Okay, so we're working our way across. We're going to do C cross E cross G. Now, remember, pentatonically, it's when I'm going like this, I'm just buying time on that string so that I can remember what the next one on the string, but it really goes. Okay. Now we're going to make these into 7th chords. We're just going to play them as chords. Okay. The actual scale, when we're all done, if you overlay those 3 pentatonic